All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here with war number 9. D69 facing x5a. Man, this was a fun war. I had 9 fights this war. A ton of mastery, respecking. It's unfortunate that after war started, shortly after it started, mastery respecs were not free anymore. So it was kind of a costly war, but it's okay. I like, showcasing some of this different stuff. Let's see here. 6A, Doom on Power Snack, Sassy on Footloose, followed by Surfer, and Spider Ham on 6B, with Kitty at the end of that on the shared node, and then Man Thing on the prowess, puncture. What else is on that node? It's prowess, puncture, and conflictor. Is that right? Followed by Mangog on the level 2 aspect of evolution mini. So it was a load. I kind of penciled myself in for the Man Thing fight because She-Hulk is really, really good for Man Thing. And then turns out that, after we did our planning, it was like, oh, okay, well, we're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a whirl. But yeah, so masteries. I went with Inequity on a lot of these and Resonate. Generally, those are coupled because it's an extra debuff for Inequity. But I removed it for Man Thing because of the conflictor node. And then I also removed it for Spider Ham just because I wanted to put more points in willpower, and also Unfazed. I did max Unfazed. So Unfazed does have its uses. It's actually a really good mastery. I like it. It's just not necessarily that useful. I mean, when it's useful, it's great, but it's just, I guess it's not used that often. It doesn't really, come into play that often. But it is a great mastery. As with like Deep Wounds, Unfazed, Inequity, I like to run those maxed if I'm going to run them at all. I don't want to, put one, stay with stand your ground, maxed or, GTFO, it's got to be maxed. 50% chance is far greater than 15% or even 30%. It's not fun coming off 5 mastery points to do it, but I just think it's worth it. Oh yeah, 6A was Jabari and Dr. Octopus. That's right. Used Nimrod, She-Hulk, and Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic, he put in some work here. He got 2 fights this war. And one of them went against a rank 4 Doom and a rank 4 Surfer. So yeah, he took both of those fights, and he did fantastic. Yeah, I was a little. So Spider Ham was on that Disorient mini. Let's see, bands were Red Magneto, Ghost, Quake. Red Magneto was kind of a strange one. I mean, yeah, he's good, and he definitely hard counters some stuff, but that's the first time I've seen him banned. I've seen White Mags banned once, maybe twice. Not this season, but previous one. But yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff going on this war. Jabari, as I've said, I like taking this node with Nimrod because of the prowess. Plan here was to, as is always the plan when I'm fighting Jabari with Nimrod, is I like to parry first to clear that cleanse and start the cooldown on that, and then follow up with 3 to 5 rapid parries before her cleanse circles back around. So, and I never really realized, I guess I just forgot or just didn't know that, like, So he gains an armor up and a protocol on each well-timed block / parry, but also when he clears prowess, because I was worried about getting to 10 prowess quick like. That's why I like to do the quick upfront parries like this. But he actually gains prowess when he gains protocol when he starts clearing the prowess. So as you can see right there, you know, I start just hitting into her. Boom, I'm at max charges. So noted. But yeah, pretty straightforward. Counter heavy. You can also use step back intercepts against her. But yeah, she just drops, you know, throw the satellites and down she goes. Yeah, I'm kind of getting into max inequity lately. It's great reduction with this team because they all throw debuffs. You know, Nimrod has debuffs when they throw a special. He procs a cowardice and a power drain on them. So that's 2 right there. Add resonate, that's 3. Parry is a 4th, which doesn't really matter because when they're attacking you, they're not parry stunned. But I mean, at very least, you know, you can have basically uptime on 3 debuffs. Didn't really know what to expect here. Combat power rate is what I went with, just because it's I always forget, like power surge or power increase to level 2. Basically, they gain 100% extra combat power rate until level 2. His level 2 is, it's evadable, but, you know, it's not something you generally want to try in war. So, yeah. Combat power rate. His armor ups, he is unstoppable armor, but his armor ups come around, like, randomly, I think. So you want to basically have full uptime on slow. You want to keep it up. And with this global, as you guys know, they go stun immune. Whenever, even if they have slow on them and they're like in a parry stun, they go stun immune if that passive unstoppable comes up. So, gotta watch that. But yeah, the plan is essentially keep slow up, bait level 1s, and then drop the level 2 with science boosts. Don't let them get to level 2 if possible. But as you can see, these prowesses are stacking, and I was like, ooh man, getting a little scary. Especially if he gets to level 2, because you kind of have to evade it. Otherwise, he caught me on a dash back intercept. I'm dashing back as he dashes in. AI does that sneaky like. Yeah, so like you'd have to evade that level 2 with all that prowess, because if you blocked it, it's gonna hurt. Whiff bait. Yep, get that out of there. Bum. There we go. Got the Furies up, so we're taunting him. Those taunts, man, they're so good. Even though he's medium or small, I think he's medium, you know, so they fall off faster. But even 1, you know, God, the taunt is so powerful. It really is. So he drops like potatoes. Moving on to Doom here. I did remove dexterity for this guy. Running, I think I showed the masteries for this one. Yeah, max inequity, 1 in resonate. Yep. Standard attack setup lately. And then max petrify. That max petrify is, like I said, it's really good for Mr. Fantastic, because he gets that single boot kick on his heavy within their entire parry stun duration. So you maximize that combat power rate reduction from petrify, and then, you know, you couple that with his pre-fight combat power rate reduction, and that's 55%. So this is a rank 4. Doesn't matter. Mr. Fantastic just owns this guy. No dexterity, but I evade a lot of these level 1s. At least 1 or 2 hits out of, you know, most of them. Wake up intercept attempt. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic and Inequity is no joke. This guy, I mean, he gets to that 36% attack reduction pretty quickly, and he stays there. Bendy man. Bendy man. Doom is just he is so slow to kill. I mean, Human Torch is probably the quickest, but man, Doom's crit reduction is something else. Really needs some DOT. But man, look at that. Power suppression, backup recovery just doesn't get any power. Boom. So I'm at max pre-fights now. Now I just start throwing the level 1s. See if I can kill him with the level 1 debuffs on him as well, just for extra pre-fights. No need to go to level 3. He's been carefully studied on his level 1, so it's just totally neutered. That Petrify is putting in work, reversing his healing, and he just keels over here, I'm pretty sure, yep. Gumby for the win. Now, let's see. I don't take dexterity off for Sassy because you need to be able to evade his level 1 because it can stun. I think it's a 20% stun chance on block if he is in Tanorak, or maybe it's just overall. And plus you can counter his level 1 dash back, dash in. So yeah, I don't ever take dexterity off for Sassy. Plus he's XL, so like her taunts last a lot longer. Furies. So like he's constantly throwing specials against She-Hulk. She has that Petrify, which I'm still not entirely sure if it works to combat Mystic Dispersion. I'm still not sure. But this fight, yeah, it went really well. It gets a little scary at the end, I think. But this is why we big boost. Can't remember if I hit a resist against this guy. Bomb. See right there, you can counter in. Get that Petrify. Another counter. Yep. Yo-yo. See, now you can't stun him with that passive unstoppable. We're gonna wake up here. Oh yeah. Wrath of Tanorak, so you can't stun him at all here. So you have to just roll with whatever slow you have up. But you see I'm using the Withers. Bomb. Drop kick. So yeah. The only reason it got a little, scary is because of Tanorak, and I only had, 6 seconds of that slow debuff left. No worries though. So now we roll to Surfer, and this is a rank 4. Mr. Fantastic, perfect for this. Do a full pre-fight set here. Check everything, looking good. Carry over this level 1, which is always awesome. Maximum efficiency, love it. Small heal, just in case. Looking good, looking good. Prowess unblockable, doesn't matter. Return policy, doesn't matter. The shock from the level 2 is going to heal him a bit, or theoretically it would, but because of all the debuffs and also Petrify, it's not going to at all. The Lecture reverses healing. I hate beating up my boy, Surfer, one of my favorite champs. But he can definitely be a jerk now, the AI, especially on high ground. They like to catch you on that dash back intercept. Like you're dashing back, he throws the level 1. Ooh yeah, double boot. Get some. He's just melting. Look at that, he is just melting. Double parry, level 2. And that's it. I mean, smoked. So I usually duel any of the tricky fights that I think are going to be tricky. Spam up here, Spider Ham. This node was it went a lot smoother than I thought. I did max unfazed here because he does like to evade and he's unblockable when he does one of his passive evades. So I maxed unfazed just in case I get caught out and he tries to sucker me. Because slow solves this, it sorts all his evasion, but the problem is the node has disorient on well-timed blocks and it's passive, so it doesn't shrug against Spider Ham. She-Hulk is really, really good, just like against pretty much all science, but definitely science evaders, as long as they're not on like a debuff immune or something like that because of slow. So, and if they have increased ability, like evasion ability accuracy or something like that, because that can actually exceed slow's 100% reduction of evade and unstoppable. But yeah, so you have to time the slow. You have to time your well-timed blocks, your parries, in order to land the slow, so that you don't have stacking disorients. I mean, yeah, you could theoretically parry a bunch, but I'm not going to do all that. So we're good to just full-on combo now without evasion, worry of evasion. Bum! And she does shrug like any of his like porker, poppers, and taunt, any of that. Just because science versus science. And yeah, he just kills himself. And that node, like, it's only on blocked specials that they gain stacking prowess for each blocked hit that you block of their special. So if you evade all the hits, like I was going to try to like parry one of his hits, but I didn't need to do any of that. His specials are easy enough to evade, the level 1 anyway. Kitty, this is interesting. I need to read up on her because I am still running this invulnerability, which carried over from the spam fight. But she tags me here, and even though I'm indestructible, the first hit, it does like some damage, and it's like, it looks like it's secondary. It's coming up right there. So you see the indestructible call out, but there's like a chunk of secondary damage. So I think it's got to be something to do with her abilities, or it's a bug, one of the two. So I try to catch her on the dash back light intercept. Maybe this one. Nope. Still not baiting. Still not cooperating. I get her here though. Bum, and that's it. You land one of those satellites and it's done. Yeah, like I said, I do prefer the 2, 3, even 4 hit combo dash back light instead of the intercept with the medium, because you can whiff the light and block. With the medium, you commit to that dash in, and if you're late on that or they don't move, you can get wrecked. So this fight was got a white max pre-fight here, needed that, as it turns out. Removed unfazed, removed resonate because of conflictor, and removed dexterity because of mystic dispersion. Max petrify, I'm sorry. But yeah, so white mags gets around, it allows me to parry. She procs 2 slows, inflicts 2 slows on her heavy. First hit, second hit, 100% on each one. So first one gets eaten by a conflictor, he gains power, second one lands, now you've got slow up. So that was the strategy here. Without that white mags pre-fight, yeah, it'd be more challenging for sure. Probably still work out because you parry, you'd have to just re-parry, double parry. You parry, he gains power, re-parry, still in cooldown, now both, and then you heavy and both slows proc. So yeah, his level 1 is so slow. You can parry that at a distance and still have time to dash in. With bait, get that out. No heavies up yet, or I'm sorry, no furies, so no taunts, but they're coming. I start stacking these withers here though, which is another reason I was like, well, probably don't need resonate. I've got withers, and they're gonna, help with the power, or they're gonna essentially proc the node conflictor anyway, but they're also going to reduce his power. So right here, get a resist. Very nice. Touche, touche. Doesn't matter though. He doesn't hit very hard at all. His damage is really in his poison. He tries to snots on me. That didn't work. Bum. Bum. Oof, that one hurt. That prowess puncture, ooh, chunk. And that's why I kind of went back and forth also with possibly not removing dexterity because of that prowess puncture, and his level 1, you know, would allow you to evade it. But then you're getting a buff, and plus his level 1, it's because it's so slow that I often get hit by it because I like evade too early. So I ended up just parrying or blocking the level 1 anyway, with or without dexterity. So that's kind of why I also decided to remove it. This Mangog fight gets a little scary here. He does sucker me with a, he goes stun immune in the middle of a parry stun because he gets an armor up and unstoppable. And then, I can't remember how I get stabbed with a combo. Oh yeah, he does a dash back intercept on me. I dash back as he dashes forward on my dash back, and definitely he gets a couple pokes and it hurts. Bomb. Level 2s. So yep, no dexterity. Don't worry about MD. Refresh the debuffs. Ooh, see, there it is. Go for that heavy, and he's like, nope, we're not gonna do it. Reset the debuffs. Re-up slow. There it is. Dash back, he dashes in. You little son of a... And I'm all like, yeah, let's go. Throw the level 1. Getting a little close. So debuff's gone, slow gone. And then, yo, that's right. Another one. I didn't see that one coming at all, but luckily I had meter. Throw that level 2, clear the unstoppable and the unblockable. He does go yellow here to a second bar. He doesn't want to cooperate with another level 1. So I just hold block, drop the level 1, hold block. He would have died right here anyway if he had thrown that level 2 from power staying, but I don't want to risk it. I'll hold block and see what happens. Try to reparry. I did. So I hope you guys liked it. Had a great war. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.